Hello friends, this is Gayan Buddhiga from British English Academy, Kirillawala, Kadawatha. After 1 month rest, today I am coming to you with another interesting and educative episode of my series of all single film reviews. Today I am going to bring you the review of the all single film Delowak Athara. The film Delowak Athara, or in English Between Two Worlds, is directed by late Dr. Lester James Pearis and the screenplay is by Dr. Tissa Besekara. It stars Tony Ranasinghe as Nissanka Vijayasinghe, Jeevarani Kurukulasuriya as Sirani Gunasekara, Suvinita Abesekara as Chitra, Airangani Serasinghe as Mrs. Vijayasinghe, and JBL Gunasekara as Mr. Vijayasinghe. The film is set in Colombo in the mid-1960s and begins with a depiction of the boring courtship between Nissanka Vijayasinghe and his fiancée Sirani Gunasekara. Nissanka and Sirani follow a conventional and boring routine of going to golfers every evening to watch sunset. It is obvious from the beginning that both Sirani and Nissanka are very bored with each other's company, and their courtship is a precursor to a marriage of convenience. Nissanka and Sirani function as two instruments in a mechanical social process which bring together two families of the same background rather than two human beings who like each other's company and want to be together. One day Nissanka asks Sirani whether she would accompany him to a dance to be held at a club, and Sirani tells him that he should ask her parents for permission. Sirani's father politely refuses to give Nissanka permission to take his daughter to the dance, which is prudent of him. Nissanka goes to the dance alone and meets a batchmate named Chitra. They engage in conversation and begin to feel attracted to each other. Nissanka offers to take Chitra home after the dance, but while he was driving in heavy rain, he knocks down a pedestrian, fatally wounding him. Nissanka and Chitra drive away and flee the scene. Chitra feels bad about the accident after reading about the injured man being in critical condition in hospital. She goes to meet Nissanka and tries to persuade him to confess to the accident, but he vehemently refuses, and after which Chitra leaves and she breaks ties with Nissanka. Meanwhile, a journalist with a strong hunch comes to know that there is a secret behind this accident, and he persuades his editor to allow him to investigate the case. He goes to visit the injured man's wife and children to obtain information about the victim. He finds a clue which is published in newspaper and which get the attention of the police, who trace it to Nissanka and go to his house to question him. Nissanka lies to the police about the type of car that he drove that night, and when the police asked him whether he could provide a witness, he gives Chitra's name and the police question her. The injured man dies in hospital, after which the police intensify the investigation and they find a witness who provide the numbers on the number plate of the car that which Nissanka was driving that night. The police go to Nissanka's house again with the new evidence of the number plate and confront him, which proves that he lied to them. Nissanka, however, tells another lie to the police that a servant boy named Martin, who works for them, went on a drive in that car at the time of the accident, but the police are skeptical about his story. Nissanka is heavily stressed by the new developments, and he tries to contact Chitra, but she refuses to take his call. Nissanka then confesses to Sirani, who goes into shock and tells her parents. Sirani's parents confront Nissanka's parents and tell them that they will break off the engagement if Nissanka is found guilty of the accident. Nissanka's father tells Sirani's father that he will somehow see to it that Nissanka is not found guilty, and he frames Martin. Martin is arrested by the police and put in prison, after which Nissanka's conscience pricks him and he visits Martin in prison. When he returns home, he comes to know that his parents have arranged to meet a lawyer along with him that evening. Nissanka's mother tries to persuade Nissanka to meet the lawyer, but he feels guilty and refuses to go. Nissanka goes to meet Chitra and tells her that he wants to confess to the police about the accident, and he asks her whether she would accompany him to the police station. She agrees to accompany him, and the film ends poignantly with the couple driving to the police station. The film is beautifully shot and bears testimony to Dr. Lester James Peary's brilliance as a film director. So my dear friends, this is the end of the review of my all-singular film Delowak Athara, with the promise of coming to you with another educative and an interesting review of another all-singular film. For today, I may take your leave. Thank you very much.